welcome back to Roleplay Grab Bag. We've reached into the grab bag. We pulled out the fangs today, so I'm running Vampire the Masquerade. Some of the players are new to the game, but we went through a session 0. We made some great characters, and I look forward to seeing them in action. So why doesn't everybody introduce themselves? We'll start with Sean on my right.
I'm Sean Leonard, aka DM Chaotic Goof, and I'm ready to fangin' and bangin'.
I don't know if I want to sit next to him.
That's okay. It's okay.
If he's fanging and banging.
There are cameras on you, so you.
Oh, and recording.
And
right.
recording. My name is Kevin. Kevin creates 0. That's the number 0. This is my second time playing Vampire, but the last time was just kind of like a goofy one. So it was Nathan ran us through like the Hangover version of Vampire. So I'm looking forward to this and getting into this funness.
My name's Mo Williams. I am at Storyweavers Guild. I first time caller, long time listener of Vampire the Masquerade. Played a lot of the video game from the 90s or 2000s, whenever that was.
I'm John Wayne Constance. This is also my second run through. Last time I played, who was the
Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo. That was okay. Played a Mark Ruffalo. That was fun.
Yeah,
Had a good time. I'm looking forward to this one. Johnny's 007.
And I'm an alcoholic.
Mm-mm.
That's how the meetings work. You have to say.
But you don't say your last name.
Oh,
It's
right.
it's anonymous.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah, anonymous.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Vampire's anonymous.
I'm invisible on cameras. You can't see me anyway.
Oh, right, because you're a vampire.
Exactly. Oh, was I supposed to frame John in?
Who's John? Is there someone else?
There were rails. I remember seeing them.
I'll also say before we jump into it, Kraken Dice, everybody. Kraken Dice has been gracious enough to sponsor us, so I just wanted to throw a little tag out to Kraken. Thank you guys for looking after us and giving us some goodies and handouts at our next live event.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned for that.
When you need to roll some pretty dice, unleash the Kraken.
Unleash it.
It's pretty good, actually.
That was pretty good.
That wasn't bad.
They should pay.
I feel good about that.
Sean is waiting for that.
All right, sorry. Your show,
All right.
Nathan.
All right.
He's like sitting here with her.
No. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to start. This is chapter 1. I'm calling this Bloodthirsty Beasts in Bat Country. So the moment Sonny and McDonough rose for the night, they received a call on their numerous burner phones. Minutes later, they were on a private jet heading to Las Vegas. It wasn't until they were running across the tarmac, heading towards an already running helicopter, that they saw Itter, is that how you say your name? And Chandler. So why don't we have McDonough describe himself, and when you're done, why don't you roll 3 hunger dice, and let's see how hungry you start this evening.
I always said 300 dice. I'm like,
So McDonough is Irish, like me. He came over during the famine, which the British caused, but we don't need to get into it. And he has held on to a lot of the old country. So he does dress relatively plain, somewhere between modern and 1850s. And he also is beautiful. He's a stunning boy. I guess he looks about 25, though he is, of course, much older. He's kind of lithe and tall rather than being bulky. And he frequently will have either a leather jacket or some kind of a cosplay cloak to cover his massive fuck-off sword that he's had with him since he left Ireland. The other thing you would notice is his faithful companion, a wolf dog, pretty big, bulky, unnaturally bulky wolf dog always travels with him, named Madra. Anything else? Bad taste in shoes. I think that's everything.
He's also stunningly beautiful.
Yes, a beautiful boy, stunning, mechanically very attractive.
is that where the fang and bang comes from?
No. That was before when I was being funny and charming. And now
Now the
it's-
game has started, no
the
more
game-
funny and
no
charming.
more funny, no more.
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
No, he's got like that statuesque thing, like when you see somebody and you're like, oh, an angel exists. Wow.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Oh, good for you.
I mean, I have the thoughts of other people.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Well, let's see how hungry you are. Why don't you roll 3 hunger dice? There is one catch with your character.
Uh-huh.
You have to have at least 1 hunger. Because
Correct.
the only way to remove that last point is to kill a human being.
Mhm. So do you want me to? How do you want
So
me?
why don't you roll it? If you get more than 1, then put that many. But if you get 0, just put 1.
Okay. This will be a good tutorial for me as well. Rolling these vampire-specific dice.
Okay, you're good there.
Oh,
Nice.
that's good.
Good there. Okay, so just 1.
Okay.
1. So you
That
will
works.
start this evening with 1 hunger.
All right.
Tell us about your character, John.
My character is Sonny the Reaper Magadino. Sonny is I guess a first generation American back when he was brought to the Americas. He started a gang called the Daybreak Boys that in the 1850s, 1860s. They would like preyed a lot on the shipping and transporting back then, and it was very successful. And he was made a vampire by his sire around that time. Anyways, he ended up making a more modern crew called the Midnight Men, where he's known to them as Reaper. Only a few call him Sonny that are closer to him. He's very traditional, like gangster-esque. He's always very dressed to the nines. He's wearing a suit, tie, has a fedora, dress shoes, wears a red dress shirt. Always very clean cut. He's clean shaven. A good-looking fella. Maybe not as good-looking as someone else in the party, but he is easy on the eyes. But when he isn't wearing his fedora, his hair is gonna be like slicked back or to the side. Very traditional. And he does always have a pistol inside of his jacket for what that's worth.
Another thing about your character is he tends to get away with things. He has a look about him that makes him seem, I guess, angelic, maybe a little innocent. That's a merit you have. So
Yeah.
Like a baby face or
basically, he looks like
Haley Joel
somebody
Osment
you
as a
can
kid?
trust. He has that look and look
Gotcha.
about him. Let's see how hungry you are. So here are our hunger dice. Just want to show everybody. Put them inside this coffin here. We have the red dice. So as they get hungrier, they reach in and grab these dice. So I'm going to give John 3. I'm going to see how hungry you are. So anything above a 6 does not make you hungry, but anything else you would add a hunger.
Oh, fun.
How many is that?
I have 1 6.
Okay,
So
so you have 2 hunger.
All right.
So mark 2 hunger on your sheet. And what you do is when you make a dice roll, you replace 2 dice with the red dice.
There.
Okay. Ider and Chandler were put on standby 2 days ago. Diana didn't tell you why, but you had taken the 20-hour flight from Casablanca to Los Angeles together and stayed in a safe house for a night. Then, like Sonny and McDonough, you were rushed aboard a private jet to Las Vegas immediately upon waking. Now, all 4 of you are in a helicopter flying towards the light of the Luxor faster than seems reasonable, especially considering how close you are to the buildings. So why don't you describe your character? Well,
My name is Ider. You would see a tall, but probably not as tall as McDonough, dark olive-skinned man, wearing a 3-piece suit of crushed hunter green velvet. It's with a sort of crimson red shirt and vest underneath and tie. Sports a short pointed beard and wears kohl, which is, I think I'm saying that right. It's traditional eye makeup around the eye. He also has, you would notice that he has a series of small dotted tattoos around his cheeks and forehead and chin. And he's very decked out in a lot of copper and what looks like gold jewelry, rings, things like that. He wears one dangling earring in the shape of a set of scales in his ear, and
Like balance scales.
yeah, like an old school like balance.
Justice.
Yeah, justice. And he's from North Africa originally, and still maintains a sort of residence in that general area of the world. Do we introduce clans? Are we doing that, or just what we look like?
Yeah. Just go by what you look like.
Yeah. One last thing. So, over his very modern-looking, stylish suit and jewelry, he's wearing a like a wrapped white robe. It's similar to a toga that sort of drapes off one of his arms, and so it's sort of like a meshing of the old with the new. So he was born sometime around the 1800, so he's got this sort of traditional toga on over. Sometimes it's called a hike over his modern clothing, blending those two.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see how hungry you are. You didn't have a chance to feed this evening, so that's why I decided to have you roll 3 dice.
Right. See.
So how many are 6 or higher?
All right.
7
That is a 4. It's a 7. This is a 4, and this is a 6.
So you have 1 hunger.
Nice.
Is that good?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
1 is fine. Manageable.
Better than 2.
Like 3, right?
Okay, now Kevin.
All right.
The best for last.
Put the pressure on. Jeez. Chandler Kincaid. I'm playing a character named Chandler Kincaid. He's a turn of the century expat. He was born in 1900. New year, new life. Had some troubles in his past. Ended up fleeing America for Egypt, or for North Africa, I would say. He became a treasure hunter. So he basically has spent most of his existence since he was turned in Africa, like spinning out there with his sire. He's 6'2". How tall were you?
Oh, 6'3", 6'4".
Okay, so he's a little shorter than Big Donna.
Oh, that's weird. I'm 6'5".
Oh, that's cool. I'm
I'm
6'6".
just kidding.
This is about me, guys. Shh. So Chandler is 6'2". He's got a muscular physique. He's got black hair, roughly around the same length as mine. He's clean cut, but he has a little bit of stubble. Brown eyes, and he dresses in expensive suits, sans the jacket. He wears nice dress shirts, no ties. He always has dress boots on, but they're rugged enough soles for moving fast if he needs to. He does have a jacket that's knee-length dark gray. As you guys know, because we've done this before, he hides a sawed-off shotgun that's precious to him under his jacket. He also wears a gold bangle on his right wrist in the shape of the Bruja symbol, which is an upside-down anarchy sign. It was a gift from his sire, as you guys would know. And that is my guy. He's known by you guys not to be very personable, but he's very forthright and just tells it how it is, and gets the job done. He's a good soldier, as you guys would know.
Okay, and now let's see how hungry
Oh.
Chandler is this evening.
I roll ones on it, so hopefully. All right, here we go. 683. So 2 above 6.
You have 1 hunger.
100.
We're pretty fine.
Yeah.
Everybody got it.
Fun guy.
So, what we didn't explain earlier is that these are Justicars. They serve the... Oh, no, they're not Justicars. They're Archons, excuse me. They're Archons. They serve the Justicar. In this case, it's the Toreador Justicar. And just so you know, this is a horror game. This is intended for adults. It's a violent game. These characters are not heroes. They're essentially bad people. Maybe they're trying not to be, but when it comes down to it, they're vampires. So if you're just tuning in, just be prepared for horror. So you aren't surprised when you realize the pilot is your boss, Diana Idanza, the Toreador Justicar. There she is, flying the helicopter. She turns off the radio as an angry message from the tower orders her to land immediately. It's her style to show up out of nowhere and give you the mission brief in person. The Camarillo sees using electronic devices to discuss anything kindred related. Kindred, the name for vampire if you didn't know, as a breach of the masquerade. So this requires you to meet in person, and Diana has a flair for the dramatic. Anything you want to do as this helicopter speeds through the night sky of Las Vegas?
Do we all have like headsets so we can communicate with her and each other?
You can, yeah, because she's going to start speaking in a moment.
Okay, I think I mostly just focus on making sure Madra doesn't freak out. Because even if you're a ghouled up 100-year-old wolf dog, being in the sky is probably not the most fun experience. So I'll be like mentally communicating with them to make sure they're calm and they don't get bitey.
Okay.
Thinking Chandler's just sizing up because we just picked up these two, so he's just going through the mental Rolodex of who these people are and the background he knows of them.
Right. You've been together for almost 13 years. This is likely to be your last mission. You've done over 24 together in this span of time. Mm-hmm. And you've been successful at everything you've done. Some of you have aspirations that we've discussed about what you would want to do. There's a conclave coming up that would pick new Justicars, and the Justicars would pick new Archons.
Gotcha.
So it's a chance to set yourself up for the future.
Advertising.
Yeah, right.
This mission is a little bit like...
A little bit of advertising, self-promotion. So
campaigning.
So as you guys kind of realize, okay, we're back together again, as you're basically rushed into this helicopter in a blur of time since you've awakened, Diana just starts talking. She says, 20 years ago, Las Vegas was hit by hunters hard. Dozens were killed, few elders. The head of the Giovanni power in the city, Shlomo Rothstein, and his brood were killed. This was 20 years ago. Rothstein kept the balance between the Camarillo and the Giovanni for decades. And above all of this, the prince barely survived a public attack, and ever since, he hasn't left his estate. There are rumors that he's in torpor, or that he's dead. Now, the hunters think they cleared Las Vegas of vampires, and they've left, and we want them to keep it this way. So, there's a vampire named Dante Giovanni, and he's inherited Las Vegas from the Giovanni, and he's declared himself in control. We, the Camarillo, are invested too deeply in the city just to let it go. Now, Dante was a gangster back in the 40s. He ran with Bugsy Siegel. He's known to be bulletproof, and he likes guns. Now, this new clan formed from the ashes of the Giovanni call themselves the Hecata, and he has their backing. They want to make Las Vegas their new base of operations, since their base in Venice was destroyed by the Second Inquisition. We've noticed that his power in necromancy has grown, and he's demonstrated great ability to communicate with spirits. Diana continues to zoom over the strip, flying over the Statue of Liberty, low enough to see the frightened faces of the riders on the roller coaster as you buzz the spire on top of the Empire State Building, heading for Caesar's Palace. It gets worse, she says. In the last month, 28 people who had attended parties at the Venetian with Dante Giovanni contracted the bubonic plague. 20 died, 5 are still in the hospital, and 3 have made a full recovery. One of those is Rudolph Putanesca, known as Cousin Rudy. Dante's been spreading the bubonic plague, and it's drawn attention of the Second Inquisition as well as the CDC, and we're worried that this could bring the Second Inquisition back to Vegas. We think they've recognized a connection between tactics that the Giovanni used against the hunters when they attacked Venice, because there was an outbreak of the plague then. 5 days ago, Dante and 8 mortals had a party in his private suite on the 17th floor of the Venetian. None of them ever left that room. And only Cousin Rudy's been inside since. He brought Dante a package a few hours ago. And we know this because we've tapped into the security system and we have a camera outside of Dante's suite. Now, we've done everything we can to cover up what happened to these 8 people. And the CDC, wanting to avoid a panic, is calling it an isolated incident and have closed off the top 3 floors in that tower. So what we need you to do, because we have Rudy in questioning in Caesar's palace, and we're going to send you in to talk to him to get this code. You have to keep in mind, he is Dante's ghoul. He's deeply bloodbound to him. So you're going to have to be creative. The only thing I can offer you is this. And now as she heads to land on top of Caesar's palace at one of the few flat points, not even touching down, she gives some information to your leader, who we decided was Ider. She gives you
Ider.
There.
She gives you a typed profile and 4 badges.
Nice. Props.
I have 2 questions, kind of out of character question.
Okay.
One, so Cousin Rudy, is he a vampire or is he human?
Ghoul.
Ghoul, sorry.
Human
Okay.
with vamp blood.
So can a vampire transmit the plague, or is that something we wouldn't know?
Your character doesn't know. Do you want to ask this question? Do you want to make
I'll
a
ask her
roll?
in character if that's not something.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just curious if that would be known information. If vampires can transmit the bubonic plague. And then the only other question is, has he always been our leader, or is it just for this mission?
He's been your leader this whole 13 years.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he has. Oh, I thought he was just stepping up this one.
Okay.
I do have a question since we're in the ghouls, because the first thing that jumps in your mind is like a ghoul, like a Fallout or
Okay.
something.
Yeah,
So
no, it's different than a D&D.
yeah, it's just like a
Right. A ghoul in Vampire the Masquerade is a human who drinks vampire blood. They are given minor abilities, but they're not that much stronger or sturdier than a human.
okay, but we're not going into an interrogation with like a brain dead zombie.
No.
Okay.
If you know Rudy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
His
Rudy,
face is
cousin
half
Rudy.
fallen off.
Yeah, sloth. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's all I need.
And you know Madra, my hound, is a ghoul as well.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
So ghoul is just kind of familiar. No, what's
Yes.
so like a familiar?
Yeah, very similar.
I mean, you would use it for that purposes. That's the common use for ghoul, is somebody to do things for you during the
And there's
day.
levels too, right? Like, levels of ghouls.
Well, there's level of the blood bond.
That's... Yay! All right. Sorry, I don't want to take away from the story.
And you know, if he's bound to Dante, he supernaturally cannot betray him.
Gotcha.
You're going to have to trick him.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to get it out of him. Maybe there's enough threats that can do it. Maybe there's something else.
So torture wouldn't work.
Brute force probably isn't the best route to go.
It might eventually. It might
This is
eventually.
all going through Chandler's mind.
But
torture, maybe not.
so the helicopter never fully lands. Instead, it hovers above one of the flat spots on the roof of the Caesar's Palace. She says, ground floor to the right. The pit boss, Tommy Riggs, will be very relieved to meet you. I'm going to visit the prince and find out why he's been such a hermit. The inner circle is watch. Protect the masquerade.
And when we do this, you'll make us whole at the end.
Do not fail.
And this Tommy Riggs. Is he...
He doesn't know what you are.
Thank you.
And one last question. This is the... Sorry, the helicopter's so loud. This is bubonic plague. Can we transmit that?
I don't think so. Rudy had it previously, then he was cured. Now he appears to have it again.
Do we think they have some scientist working with them that's spreading it? Are they doing it through normal mortal means, or?
We don't know.
Great. Great.
Oh, please, time is running out. They can only hold him so
I
long.
look.
I do a little scuba.
I look at-
scuba. I fall backwards out of the helicopter and do a little flip off of it.
You
Like a
go
McDonough.
ahead and make a athletics and dexterity.
Oh, great.
What's your dog's name?
Madra.
Don't forget the hunger dice.
True.
So if you have two
Dexterity,
hunger,
and what was it?
Athletics. Do you have acrobatics or anything that might help you as a specialty?
No.
Okay.
You just had to
First
flip out of the
person.
helicopter.
so and
First
just,
casualty of the game.
and just for everybody, especially people who are new to the game, the hunger dice are replacing dice you would have naturally rolled, not adding on to the pool.
Right.
Yeah, knew that. Check.
And if you spend a willpower, you can take a point of superficial willpower damage, and you can re-roll 3 non-hunger dice.
Okay.
You can do that once a roll. You can also use a blood surge to increase by making a rouse check. You can use a blood surge to increase your attribute by 2.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure he's considering having done that in the past when it would have helped. What did you get?
So I have my 2 hunger is a 9 and a 5, and then I have a 6 on my regular.
Okay, so that's 2 successes.
Oh.
You land okay. It's not as graceful as you imagine, but you don't get hurt. You stumble a little bit, but you're okay. You know, Sonny has a look on his face like I meant to do that. As the helicopter disappears into the night sky, you find yourselves on top of the roof of Caesar's Palace, the door to a service elevator in front of you. It's a hot summer night in Las Vegas, dry without even the slightest breeze. It's the kind of heat that the living free from, but it's comfortable on your cold, dead skin. It's August 18th, 9 p.m. The sun comes up at 6 a.m. this time of year, so you have 9 hours to deliver Dante Giovanni. When you have him, the protocol is to call a specific number and say the code phrase, bought the ticket, took the ride, time to go home.
And where are we supposed to say that we're supposed to call somebody?
Well, once you call somebody, they will use the GPS on your phone to find you, and Diana will show up. You've been instructed to only use this code. If you're successful, there is no evacuation code.
Right. Will be disavowed.
So, bought the ticket, took the ride, ready to go?
Took the ride, time to go home.
Yeah.
Hope our leader remembers that.
I wrote it down just in case.
You've used it before. If you guys forget, I'll just tell you because you're familiar enough.
You'll do like a roll.
No.
It's not my job to remember that.
Okay, so you guys are standing on the roof.
And you said there's an elevator?
Service elevator going down.
Is and okay,
You're
currently
on
not open.
Octavius Tower, if that means anything to you.
You know, we probably don't have the time, but if we wanted to, it's only a few minutes walk to Nine Fine Irishmen. Just if anybody
I
wanted
walk to the elevator.
Yeah, fair enough.
I begin to hand out the badges to
So
you.
he hands out these authentic-looking badges.
God.
They're they're the kind that are like metal inside a book you flip open.
Gaming commission. Nice. You the same thing?
Confident?
Wait. What's your name?
Craven.
I did not. pick
Hitchcock.
the names. Right. Information about Rudolph, cousin Rudy. He's 34 years old. He has a mother that is known. She's 51.
She local.
Does not say. But
Are you in the elevator with them reading this as you're going down?
We left.
oh,
He's
oh,
standing.
you guys already went to the elevator?
Well, it'll take us a
We're-
while to get
We
anywhere.
were just walking to the.
Okay, that's fine. I was just assuming we are gonna stop and like I was gonna break.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll hold the door.
No. We can all go in. We all go into the elevator. Of special note, he has a 14-year-old deaf sister that may be a
Pressure point.
pressure point we can use. He's loosely related to the Giovanni, but it's hard to tell for sure. Thoughts, strategies. Let's begin with McDonough.
Well, preserving the masquerade is always number one. So I recommend we use these badges, get as far as we can, and when we talk to Rudy, why don't we just say we're here to help? That Justicar is considering, as things shift at the end of the 13-year cycle, she's considering maybe an alliance with the Hecata. Maybe we say we're a little bit worried about his patron. We want to help him. We start with that. I'll know if he's lying. And if that doesn't work, then, well, body counts are always a problem. So if we can avoid that, that's what I'd recommend.
Good.
That's what you always
Chandler.
recommend. That ain't nothing new there.
Yeah, well, it always works, doesn't it?
My
Chandler.
badge says Agent Hitchcock. From this point forward, we should probably go through names.
Good. Agent Hitchcock. I am Agent Cronenberg.
Great. Yeah, Agent Craven here. Gaming Commission.
Yeah, I'm Agent Confident.
Excellent. Anything else you'd like to add, Chandler? Strategies?
Do
thoughts?
we? So our. This is a little out of game too. Just to go over our goals. We need Rudy telling us.
Our target really is Dante.
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 Right.
And he's holed up. Hasn't left his room in what, 8 days, they said?
We know that cousin Rudy is
8 people went.
Dante's ghoul.
Yes.
So torture is out. I don't know if
It's never really.
threatening his loved ones will help. Perhaps we try to convince him that we're aligned with Dante.
Good. So
He's helping the cause.
excellent. So I like this idea of rather the velvet glove rather than the.
It's not my
pit.
territory.
I understand. Sunny, any thoughts? Contributions?
Not really leading. Otherwise, yeah, I'd probably have some thoughts, but we're going with your plan, I guess.
He's always like this. I don't know what it's. Everything's gonna change up now at the end of the 13 years. You'll get to do your own thing. This might be our last ride together, boys.
Right.
Some of us can only hope, you know?
Jeez.
Let's make this fast. I will begin the conversation and then signal you when it's time to jump in.
Fair enough. Oh, I almost forgot. I take out a leash. I start putting on mantra.
You maybe have a service animal.
I was thinking my mask would probably include that. That would be one of the few things I would really need.
I mean, you can have.
Yeah, I'll have one of those.
Just to clarify, Tommy Riggs
Tommy Riggs bit
in on
lost.
Masquerade or out? Is he?
They said he doesn't know what you are.
Got it. So neither him nor Rudy know.
Rudy knows
Rudy.
about the
Well,
mask.
Rudy knows about
Right, but he doesn't-
vampires,
he
but he
doesn't
doesn't know
know.
about you. He doesn't know you specifically.
Yeah.
Which brings me to another point. As veteran vampires who've lived a long time, you know that your pallor has become pale and ashen.
Mhm.
Do you want to use the blush of life to flush blood into your face so that you look more mortal? It would take a rouse check.
Yeah,
So it might make you hungrier.
I think I would do that. Just
Because otherwise, you
generally.
suffer a penalty on your sheet that I've listed, depending on what your humanity is right now. Because
I'm not as pale as the rest of them, so I'm gonna
you're gonna let it go.
let it go for now.
Okay.
I feel like I'm used to doing this as a American living in Egypt and just have some kind of color in my skin because it's sunny there. So yeah, I'll do it. Let's do it.
So you would roll a red dice, and it's basically pass fail.
Fun.
Yeah. If you get 6 or better, you don't become hungrier. If you get less, you take another hunger.
Oh, fun. That'd be an 8.
You're good. You're good.
So I'm not hungry.
Right.
You just look more human.
But you
like Mario.
use the blush of life,
Great.
and your skin has regained some of the light of life.
All right. Rosy cheeks.
Yes.
I will do it as well.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
You would roll 1 dice, and it's a pass fail.
I want to get high number or low number?
You want to get high. You want to get 6 or better.
That's a 2.
You become hungrier.
Hey, we got the 2 table.
Boss got hungry.
Increases by 1.
Yes.
That's the idea.
We brought us to 3.
You hear that voice in your head.
Is Maj have to roll?
You said it was your wife. Which one's the ghost?
The ghost is
Your child.
We got all kinds of
Ghost.
demons.
Because the other one's going to be the beast, right?
Yeah, let's do. I think the children are my ghost.
Okay.
All right. Blush of
Well,
life.
you hear. Yeah, you drunk.
9.
Okay, so you do not become hungrier. But you hear your wife laugh in your ear, and she says, "Are you going to fail this mission now that you're hungrier? Or are you going to finally take one of these weaklings down?" And the elevator doors open. You see statues, sculptures, pillars, tapestries, and paintings covering the walls of Caesar's palace, mimicking a Hollywood version of ancient Rome. What did you dress like? Do you just dress like an old person?
So far, it seems like maybe I'll get away with it with just a leather trench. But I have a little go bag thing with me that does have a full Jon Snow costume in it.
Okay.
So like an
Right.
IKEA rug and a wig and like fake chainmail and stuff.
Okay.
But for now, it seems like everything's going okay.
But you
so-
have the service animal thing on your dog.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Forgot to ask. Either one of you guys have a suit like me and a old fellow over here?
Suit.
He didn't. No,
Why would I need a suit?
Golden style.
I'm dressed nice, no suit jacket for now. Oh, sorry, I do have a trench that's like knee length.
I know you're both wearing a trench coat, in Vegas.
No, it's like a nice I've always been known to like dress nice, so I dress in expensive suits and.
Well, you said trench coat, say it.
But it's like a knee trench, like
If you
fashionable.
Like a Gucci trench coat.
Sure.
like an underworld
Gucci
trench coat. If you Reaper, if you just look around, the costume in this place is mostly cargo shorts, flip flops, t-shirts, and hats. So I actually think we're going to be blending in a bit better than you.
I think he was mostly referring to the weather.
Oh yeah, because it's hot. Yeah, smart. Everyone here is going to be too drunk to notice, though.
I think it is perhaps
Sorry.
It's
It's be
a-
as
it's a-
distasteful as this place is.
if it becomes an issue, I'm sure you can react in a human way and offer to take off your coat and say, "You're right, it's very hot today."
Yeah.
Or the air conditioning bothering my throat.
Sure, yeah. And the sword is because sometimes it's dangerous to work for the Gaming Commission. So I'll lead with. Anyway,
Sword.
were you the pit boss to me?
I should have told you.
As you guys are standing in front of the elevator, having your conversation, there is a guy in a suit. He looks like he works here. He's kind of a bigger man. Maybe he played football in college. He's in his 40s. You guys are from the commission, right?
I flashed the badge.
Yeah, I was told that you'd be dressed really weird. And, well, you guys, so do you have your, let me see your badge? Just, oh, thank God. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
I don't know much how longer we can hold him. He was on our list of people to alert to upper management if they showed up. So we gave the call, and that was about 3 hours ago. They told us to keep him here. We thought we had more time because he got in this big high roller game of Hold'em. And about an hour in, everybody went ape shit. He's walking, taking you somewhere. So he's walking across the casino floor. I assume you're following. So these other guests, these high roller guys, you know, they lost their mind saying he was cheating. But the dealer didn't see anything. There's nothing on either of the cameras. But, well, the game ended prematurely, so we've been holding him in his winnings in a room. And I'm glad you guys are here because, to be honest with you, we have no cause. We would have to involve the police at this point. We should have let him go about 45 minutes ago. So, yeah, I'm handing this guy off to you.
What
right?
state is he in?
He's a little drunk, I think. Maybe something else. I don't know, but it was like he could see their freaking cards, but I don't know how he did it. Because he was betting perfectly. You know, when they were bluffing, he was up in his bet. And these guys are pros. You know, these guys come in here and they drop millions. And he's up over 3 million, and we're holding his chips. But we have a room. We locked him in a room. You know, there was also something weird. The sheik that was there, he yelled something about a chicken bone. I don't know. You can check the tape if you want. So he leads you to a room, and he says, my office is next door. You can watch the video there. There's also like a one-way mirror, so you can see into the room. So I'm leaving this to you. I'm done. I'm gonna tell upper management I did what they wanted me to do, and I'm gonna go back on the floor. This is all you guys. That's what I was told.
Excellent. We will let you know if we need anything.
I'm gonna just.
The tapes are in there. It's all set up. I was reviewing it, and I didn't see anything.
I'm just gonna slip him $200, and I'm just gonna go. We appreciate it.
It's Vegas, so he takes the money.
Did the right thing.
He says put it on. He says put it on the counter.
He takes it. You get the impression that maybe he does get a little extra money for some of the things he does.
Well, breaking the law right now is what he's getting that money for.
And he's like, oh, one more thing. As we were escorting him, there may be some footage that some people took online because he made a big scene. So there's that. But I think you guys can handle it. I was told that you were pros and that I didn't have to worry about anything. Good luck. He sticks his keys in the door and unlocks it. And it's all you now. Are you going to ask him something before he goes?
Yeah. I think I'd probably nudge Sonny and be like, can you ask him how many cameras there are or what the camera situation is? You're good at that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to fake the American accent?
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, how many cameras you got in this place?
So they were in a private room. 2 cameras pretty much covers everybody. You can see everything.
And all the footage, it's already in there.
Yeah. There's set up on 2 screens. You can watch them at the same time. That's what we normally do when we're looking for something.
But there's no extra footage of that? Just what you got?
We have the whole game. It was only.
And how many people took some photos of video of this?
I think there was only one guy.
Oh,
But he was yelling about his rights and, you know, and he caught some attention. There was almost a fight, so everybody started looking. You know.
Maybe I should go talk to this fellow. What's this guy?
This guy, Rudy?
No, the guy that took the video that you said that got a little attitude about.
Okay. Yeah, I can show you that guy, but...
Yeah, these guys will take care of
Is
this.
he a guest here?
I don't know. He was gambling at a blackjack table nearby.
How about you work on getting his? How about you work on getting his credentials while we talk to cousin Rudy? Also, cameras. Is there anyone watching in this room?
There's cameras everywhere.
Inside the interrogation room.
The only people who can see that is if you're in my office.
Which is where we're going.
Right next to it. You can actually see through it. You know, there's some old school stuff in here. I think we might even still have the hammers. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That won't be necessary. We're just going to talk to him.
And access, when we need to come and go? Is there a key that we need? Or
He takes his keychain and he unhooks the key to this room, and he hands it to you.
it's a hard key or like a
Hard key.
digital? Okay.
And then he's like, my office is open.
Okay. I hand the key to
He's like, I'll go talk to that guy, but if there's anything I can do.
Iter.
No, there's
Dare.
Iter.
nothing you can do. If you just point out this fella at me, I will talk to him.
So he goes, see that guy, that Hank Hill looking motherfucker? That's the guy.
I see it.
You see him? He kind of looks back.
He looks a little
He looks
pissed.
back at you as he's pointing him out. He's like, yeah, see, he's watching me because he thinks I've dragged this guy off against his will. I sort of did. But, you know.
I just want to see what kind of video. Maybe you got something that someone else didn't see. I'm gonna go talk to him.
You can be my guest. You're with the commission, right?
Could I do a quick check to see if my friend Reaper has violent intentions towards this person?
Well, do you?
I was just gonna ask, like, from our background history, like, what do we know about the way that you take care of things?
No, you know that I'm a talker. You know
Okay.
that I usually talk and I usually make people forget things. That's my number one thing.
Sonny has saved your ass a lot because he could just be like, this didn't happen.
Yeah, Men in Black.
I'm a classic.
Gotcha.
I'm a classic cleaner.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I clean up your messes.
Yeah.
Well, and also I think, you know, it would be also fun to ask for clarification anytime we think somebody might have violent intent.
Yeah,
And then if we don't believe them,
yeah. Especially since it's 2 versus 2.
I just wanted to make sure that the way you were talking wasn't like, oh, I'm particularly annoyed at this guy for some reason.
No, I think you would know that's just the way I kind of like talk. You know, I go take care of it. Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to do what first? You have somebody you want to talk to that's sitting
Yeah,
at a gambling
we can
table.
go with this situation first, but I'll probably look over here to
You dare.
there and get a like annoyingly. You can tell I'm annoyed by it, but I'm like,
yes, I think following up on that lead would be good. Subtle as always.
I'm a little insulted. You even have to say something. And then I kind of like walk off.
Okay, so he goes off to talk to Hank Hill. You guys. The door, all you need to do to talk to Cousin Rudy is open that door and step inside.
Okay.
Well,
You could go, does somebody want to go in the office and look at the video?
Well, that's what we're about to find out.
I don't know if my skills will help you with Sunny, so I just turn. I don't even say. I just start walking with. With cousin Rudy, and I just turn and start walking with Sunny.
Okay, so you're going to go with him.
Wait,
I'll be.
Chandler. I'd like you to go. I think it's better that Sonny do this alone. I think. Would you mind going to check the office? Look at the footage.
You're the boss. I go into the office.
Okay, it's a regular looking office.
lonely out
There are multiple screens. You do see the ones paused of the game.
Okay.
Looks like they were rewound back to the beginning.
To the-
Two screens next to each other. You also see that there's a one-way mirror where you can see into the room,
Yeah.
and you see Rudy. He's yelling. He's like, "I want my fucking lawyer!
But
You
we could-
can't hold me! I want my money!"
Okay. And the room that he's in, we couldn't hear him yelling from the outside, even with our enhance
Right.
whatever. So it's
You
pretty
didn't use-
soundproof.
Well, you might have been able to with your hand senses, but you
Yeah.
have to turn those on.
Okay, I just want to make sure that nobody can hear what's happening in that room.
You couldn't outside, but you can hear it in here.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
So I walk in and there's a monitor. And are there any monitors that are covering camera feeds of the interrogation room?
No.
No.
But
Okay.
it doesn't seem to be a camera in that room, but you can see it through the one-way mirror.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that if I had to turn
You
it
don't
off.
see one. But you do see other cameras for the rest of the hotel.
Gotcha.
There's probably 24 screens.
Would it be a technology check to like check a computer to make sure there's no feeds?
Sure.
Is that what it is? Okay, well, that I do. What do I do?
Okay, so let's do technology plus intelligence. Do you have any
All right,
specializations?
I have no specializations. I have 2 intelligence and 1 tech. So is that 3 dice.
3 dice. Make sure you add your hunger dice.
One of them will be that.
So one of
Yeah,
these.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I use one of the fancy ones?
Whatever
Alright.
you want to do.
And then I could add to this if I wanted to.
You could use Blood Surge to increase your intelligence by 2 dice to add 2 to the roll.
And that's a
but you
separate
would need a
roll
rouse check.
to do a round. Okay, I'm just gonna go for this.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. All right, so I have a 10 on the red dice.
Okay.
I have a 2 and a 5 on the other 2.
So you've got 1 success.
Okay.
You check through the computer system the best you can. You're not the greatest at this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't think there are any cameras. You look inside the room visually. Also, you don't see any cameras.
Okay.
Maybe on purpose.
Next thing I wanted to do is make a call to my group, my hacker group.
Okay. So we'll cut away while you do that, and we'll go to you guys.
As you send him away and he sulks, I just kind of say to you, I suppose we're in Vegas, so a bet might be in order. What are the odds? He tries to rip your head off at some stage during this.
I would not take that bet. It's a certainty.
Fair enough.
Remind me, what's your
What's my
what's
deal?
your gimmick?
What's
What's
my
your
whole deal?
Yeah, like are you
Uh,
a rough and tumble, or are you a...
There's some of everything, but my very best stuff. I have a 5 charisma, a 4 manipulation.
Perfect.
And my insight is 5. My subterfuge is 3.
Okay, yeah, I'm sort of a what's the word? I'm high charisma as well, but I'd say my attack is more on the positive end of charisma rather than, on the scary end of charisma rather than the like charming end
Persuasion.
of charisma.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So like force of will. So I would probably go like, if you would begin the conversation, I will add to it when see fit. I think your strategy was sound, as Chandler's was. I think we tell him the truth, that we're here to help.
Fair
and that
enough.
we are friends.
And by any chance, do you speak Italian?
Not for some I can say, where's the bathroom?
Right. Call will on letras is how you'd say that in my old country tongue. Okay. Well, maybe if Sonny makes it back, that might be a nice connection with this Giovanni fella. But for now, I'll just kind of say we're here to help and we're looking forward to working together in the future.
So I would open the door and
Okay. You
And sort
open the door,
have you go first.
and he's yelling about his attorney already when you open the door. Hey, my attorney! Hey, hey! He's in his early 30s. He's a little overweight. He looks like a slacker. His hair's messy. He has dark hair. He's probably some form of Italian, if you were to guess, at least partially. Darkish features.
What's the furniture in this room like?
So there's a long table,
Okay.
a bunch of chairs, almost nothing else. There are some really bright lights that you can manipulate and shine in his face if you wanted to. Other than that, it's empty. There is a big mirror, which you know is a one-way.
Yeah.
Okay. I would just take a chair, and I would say, hello.
He looks
Rosie?
at you. He looks at you, and he says, "Oh fuck, who are you guys with?"
You can say something.
No, all I say is hello, Ludi, and I pull the chair back and I sit and I cross my legs and I just sit there very calmly and I sort of say, please.
When they entered and he was screaming for his lawyer,
Yeah.
before I do my little thing where I call my people, I want to text Sonny.
Okay.
So I'm guessing we have numbers. And
But you're not allowed to talk about vampire things.
Well, we can talk
on the text.
Right.
We can talk.
Yeah,
we can talk in code though, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Hey, you're a vampire. I know you.
Be like, what are we
But-
gonna do?
yeah, what
with
are we
this
gonna do?
girl? Yeah.
Suck 'em, man.
So
Suck 'em.
you can really smash a couple.
Vampire teeth emoji.
Yeah. I mean, it just can't be.
No, I'm just gonna text him, and all it's gonna say is, "Have you ever pretended to be a lawyer before?"
I just put.
And I don't give any explanation to that past that.
I think I would text back like, abso-friggin-lutely.
Don't even read it.
So as we head in,
So Rudy is staring at him.
yeah,
Do you want to make an insight check? Anybody?
I think I know what's
You
going
already
on.
did this. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make one just to make one. I haven't
Okay,
played.
so insight and wits.
So-
Don't forget.
Should I make one too because I'm in the other room?
Sure.
Well, he knows I'm a vampire.
Insight and wits.
This is the worry.
So sorry. So if I have a 2 in wits, I do 2 dice from the wits, and then from insight,
You take as many as you
I
have.
don't have any.
Okay, so it's just the intelligence. You make sure you have the hunger dice.
Yeah. And so I replace.
One with
Replace,
hunger
yeah.
dice.
I thought he was 2.
I have 2, so I have to place them 2.
Yeah.
This was a mistake. Fuck.
Wow.
What did we get?
It's double zeros.
Yeah, that's why I
10.
tend to not make rolls when
It's
possible.
a messy critical. All right, so I'm going to leave this up to you. This is where you can be creative. You realize that Rudy figured out he was a vampire instantly, and it's pissed you off.
Okay.
And you realized it in a vampire way.
Okay.
How would your beast, when the vampire takes control, react to this situation? What does your beast is the one that picks it up, that goes, he knows.
Okay.
You hear your wife's voice go, he knows.
Does my hunger increase?
No.
Sure.
Maybe.
You succeeded.
Depends how you
Oh,
do
oh,
it.
4 successes because they double.
2 zeros?
You got a crit, but it's
Oh.
on blood dice.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, no, as soon as he says that, I would sit down, and you'd sort of probably see the lines around my eyes sort of widen, and I'd sort of like hold out my hand like this and go like this, and there'd just be a little pull on his blood. Just a little pull of
Do you
like,
want to do any damage to him?
not necessarily, not if I can help it.
I think you can.
I want to basically like hold him still.
They were worried.
But it's going to cause some pain, right? Because you're going to use Extinguish Vitae.
Who's doing this to?
Rudy, not
Oh.
me.
Are you doing?
Because you're mad about him.
Yeah, I think I
I thought he was
I
meant.
think I would extinguish him.
About Rudy.
Is it Vitae or Vite?
I thought he was
Vitae?
mad that he
I think
figured you
people
would.
use both.
Okay. Yeah, I would sort of do like a sort of Darth Vader Jedi pull on his blood a little bit, and just like I want him to just be like a little bit. I want him to be immobile for a second.
You wanted him to know that you are a vampire.
Yeah.
He will figure that out.
I'm fine with him knowing.
Little blood yank. We'll
Was
do
it
you want me to-
because
do you
he
want me
didn't
to
read the blush of life?
I don't want to read the. So
And he's familiar with them.
they were worried.
extinguish Vitae. A win
There's a-
increases the target's hunger by
Even
1.
with a dog.
A critical win increases it by 2. But does he have hunger if he's a ghoul?
Not really. So I'm going to just take a look at it and see what it would do to a mortal.
If you could sever the blood bond with this, it'd be great.
Well, I have.
So I'm going to say you pull on his Vitae. He doesn't really have Vitae. That's kind of like vampire blood.
Okay.
And I could just punch him in the face.
Tainted pool blood.
I mean, if you don't feel like that's how that ability works, then I just, in my instinct, is that I would do something very scary, very sudden,
Yes.
and very as magical and otherworldly as possible. So, yeah.
If this was a movie, I feel like you would just grab him and just go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe, because I do have, like, let's see. Oh, wait. Maybe, hang
I'm
on.
just glad it's not me first.
Where's the...
So while he's looking that up,
Yeah, we can skip ahead.
no, I just wanted to ask, as far as like, I feel like in D&D you're always like, yeah, I want to make rolls for everything, but I feel in Vampire there's obviously some bad stuff that can come from rolls. So
Yeah.
I was gonna roll an insight in there, but now I feel like I'm not gonna roll an insight
They're in the computer.
because if I get a messy critical, I might be coming through this two-way glass.
Oh.
The computer.
Anyway,
the
while all that's happening as well, I was just mentally communicating with Madra, just saying, Stadan sha fe her and duras. just to be like, watch the door in case, whether it's one of my friends, quote unquote, or other people that are
While
coming
you
our
think
way.
about how this Missy Critical is going to work, we'll give you a minute. Let's go to John. So you approach Hank Hill. He's sitting there and he's playing blackjack. You see him, he goes, busted again.
Hank Hill.
I would have came up behind him and was like, excuse me, you Hank?
Oh, well, no.
Oh, pit boss over there, fella, told me you was Hank.
That asshole. I'll tell you what, that guy, he was violating that young man's rights.
To either two. I just flash my badge real quick. Agent Competent, Game Commission. Allegedly, you have some footage of the incident?
Yeah, I do, and I'm going to be showing everybody.
Oh, fantastic. If you,
He sets his phone on the the thing as the another hand starts.
sorry to interrupt your game, but if you want to step aside, come over with me. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna comp you about $100, but for your time. So if you just want to step over here.
Okay, make a persuasion
Do it.
plus charisma.
Oh, that's my whole bag.
Oh no.
I'm not persuasive.
Remember the hunger.
Yeah, it's
Oh no,
2?
it's
You have two
mostly
right now?
red.
You have 2 hunger? I thought he only had 1.
No, that's the 2 table.
ooh, my critical is not non-red. So.
Okay.
And I have 2 success and then 1 fail.
Well, for $100, yeah. I'll talk to you.
Yeah, of course.
Can we see the money?
That's what you want to do first?
Well, I'm down.
I grab my wallet and I grab like one of the 100 hundreds in there and I just like give it to him.
He takes it.
Fantastic. Now you can show me that footage on your phone.
He picks up his phone and you see Rudy screaming, I won. They're trying to take my money. I beat these guys. They're cheaters. And then they're like, you have to come with us, sir. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. And then they drag him away.
Does it show anything of like the incident before of like him actually gambling, or is it just
No, it
Okay.
doesn't. It seems like he turned his camera on, started filming
Okay.
in the middle of the situation.
you know what? That's great footage. Well done. You're right. They was violating his rights, and I'm gonna go take care of it right now.
I'm going to put it on my YouTube.
I'm afraid you can't do that. It would be violating some of the gaming commission laws here in Vegas in this hotel itself, and you would actually ban from the hotel by doing that.
Once you make a persuasion and manipulation.
Making a
Oh,
persuasion.
you're not subterfuging?
Let's see.
Well, it is a lie, right?
I think so.
Okay, so you can use subterfuge if you want.
Is it?
Well, there are things he could have said that would have been correct, but his character doesn't give a shit
You
and
can
doesn't
use
know.
persuasion or
Like,
subterfuge, whichever one you want. But don't forget your hunger dice.
I would prefer subterfuge.
Okay.
there we go.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
How many are red?
2.
Heh.
So those were successes, but not criticals. So critical. So wow, that was a lot of fails though. Luckily, so 4 successes, and then this is a crit, so that was 5.
Well, okay, so the
Oh, it
crits
has to be
only work if
pairs.
there's a pair.
Got
But
it.
in doubles, it gives
So-
you 4.
So no.
Okay, so
so-
that's 3. 3 is good.
Oh, I thought it was 4
So
successes.
that's a 10. Oh, 4. 4 is even better.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, all right. You see him deleted. He's like, I don't want to get in any trouble. Loretta, I got $100 more here. We're back, baby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Bottle championship coming at you.
Pegging.
I say, all right,
Damn
Mr.
it, Peg.
Enjoy the rest of the evening. Appreciate
My
it.
name's
What happened? What happened, bro?
I just walk off.
and he bets that 100 right away, and he loses it like that as you walk away.
Music comedy.
On my way back towards wherever they went off to, towards the offices, I'm gonna look for 2 things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for like any glasses, like reading glasses that might be not on someone's face,
Okay.
and like a case or like suitcase, just as I'm walking. If I notice any of those 2 things walking back there.
You see both of those things.
Both of them?
One guy has his briefcase set by his side as he's playing with a one-armed bandit, and one woman has set her glasses down as she is playing at a slot machine as well.
I'm gonna try to grab both of those
Okay,
things.
big grin.
So which one are you going to go for first? Are you going to grab the glasses?
I'm gonna go for the glasses first.
All right. So I'm going to have you do... Let's do dexterity and larceny.
I love it.
Oh man, I want to see what a messy critical and stealing.
I think that's what John wants to see too. I think he's excited.
Ooh.
Well, there one success.
There is one of the...
One failure on the blood die.
Okay, so I'm going to negotiate with you.
Alright.
I'm going to say you can have a win at a cost.
Okay.
So either you can take the glasses, but the lady sees you, or you can leave the glasses, and she doesn't catch you trying to sleep.
I'll see her kind of like eyeball me right as I'm about to grab them, and I think I don't even bother. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, you figure out before you do it that she would see you.
Yeah.
She thinks you were gonna try and take her chips, but
Quarters.
yeah. Okay, so you don't get the glasses. Now, do you want to go for the guy who's a little bit further down, who's sitting there cursing at the machine but you see his
Yeah.
briefcase?
I'll try to nab the.
That's the
briefcase.
important one.
Okay, so it's going to be dexterity and larceny again.
All right.
You can add blood to your blood pool for a rouse check. You can add 2 dice.
Oh, that's a messy critical.
Did you get 2?
Yeah. Regular.
Well, if one of them is the hunger dice, that's all we need. But that's 4 successes here on top of...
Successes.
Okay.
Wow.
So why don't you... Well, we'll go to him for his
Okay.
messy critical.
All right.
We'll
Think about my
figure
messy
out
critical.
how this works out.
Oh, man.
How does the vampire successfully steal a case? Okay. So what do you do when you realize that he knows that he's a vampire?
Yeah. So I think I would I would start sniffing so reading over my ability stuff, I start sniffing the air. And I say it's let's see. It says I can smell the resonance on my prey.
So the resonance is the emotional state of the person you can smell it in their blood.
Yeah. So what do I smell?
Okay, so there's a combination for Rudy of fear, exhilaration. You also notice that coming up his collar, you see like a very bad looking rash full of blisters that are bleeding, that are coming up, and his lymph node is swollen.
He's got COVID.
Now
A bad case.
Bad case.
do I mean, so he's a ghoul with the bubonic plague, we know.
Yep.
So does that mean he's going to die of the bubonic plague?
You don't know, but she did say that 20 other people did die.
And he was cured before and then got it again, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he might not die. It depends who helps him out, I think.
Right.
Could be the blood.
Okay. I just say, are you ready for death? Oblivion?
His eyes widen up. When you do this, you feel a cold breeze reminding you of a spirit, and not one that you're used to. It kind of blows past you. And his eyes widen. He's like, listen, guys, I don't know what this is about, but I'm just here to win some money, all right? And I'm really good at hold'em. I can read people. Okay? Just give me my money. I won't have to involve my attorney, my army of attorneys. Do you know Dante Giovanni?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in with him, okay? And so why don't you guys just let me go, give me my money, and I don't know what this is about. I don't know if this is some Camarillo bullshit. I don't want any part of it, all right?
Rudy, we're happy to let you have your money and walk. But we actually are aware of your connection to Dante, and we're interested in connecting with Dante ourselves.
I would be happy as his assistant to set you up an appointment maybe next week.
Right, here's the problem.
He's a very busy man.
I understand that. We're worried about him. We've been sent here because we've heard some people are going missing, getting sick. I'm a little bit worried that Dante's sick myself. And I want to try and read him to see, because my theory is that the bubonic plague is in Dante, and anyone he ghouls up is getting it.
So go ahead and make an insight plus wits.
Wits, okay. So I've got 1 hunger, and then another wits, and my insight is 5.
Okay.
With
How
my
many-
specialization is motives.
You can add an extra dice.
So we're rolling
Nice.
8.
That's a lot.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. I've got a
You
skull.
succeed, so we don't have to worry about the skull.
Okay.
Okay, so what happens is you see right through him. When you say he's worried about Dante, he's worried about Dante too. Okay, you see that on his face when you say it. He pretends that he's not, but he does a bad job. It's like, oh, Dante's fine. Dante's fine. We have people. We have a whole family that looks after each other.
Listen, I'm from the old country as well, right? Ireland, not far off from where you're.
I grew up in Jersey.
Right. But I'm just saying I understand family. What it's like to have them by your side, what it's like to lose them, to miss them, and we don't want that to happen. And I know you're in a bit of a pickle here. Probably would be pretty rough for people to find out about any scenes being caused. We're here to help with that. I show them the badge. We're here to get you out, okay? With your money in your pocket.
Well,
What do you need from me?
while you're doing this, can I see if I can I use my which one is it? Can I use my binding fetter to see if there's anything in this room that's binding a spirit?
I think you want to use your Oblivion sight.
Sure.
Is there a rouse check on that one?
No. I don't believe
It should-
It says free.
Yeah.
So it's great. You open up your senses. Your eyes change. You probably do this as he's talking to him.
Yeah.
Your eyes change, and you see a different version of the world. All right, and you see what looks like an old gangster standing behind Dante. The ghost.
Interesting.
Behind Dante or behind Rudy?
Rudy.
Oh, okay.
Not Dante. He's not here.
Okay. How does talking to the spirits work?
They can hear you. You can just talk and they can hear you.
Do I have to talk audibly, or is it?
Yeah, you don't have an ability to communicate with them telepathically. Or
Got it. Okay. That's like a separate. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. So I don't want to interrupt what they're doing, but I
Interesting.
hope I
Do you
can.
want the spirit to know you know that they're there, or are you like looking away?
I guess I'm trying to find out if the spirit has something to say to me.
He doesn't. He's not looking at you. He doesn't seem to be looking at you at all. He just seems to be there.
Okay. So for now, I don't want him to know. I just want to play it cool.
You guess that his clothing type reminds you of kind of like 1970s Las Vegas gangster.
Okay. Yeah. So for right now, I just keep an eye on him as I let them play out their little dialogue.
Okay.
And just so I'm correct in our actual end goal, our mission here, we want to make sure there is no bubonic plague outbreak, and we want to do what specifically with or to Dante?
They wanted you to bring him to them. Alive.
It's the hardest possible version. Okay. So as we're talking and I say that, I basically just go, look, Dante wouldn't be the first one of us to deal with what he's dealing with right now. We have people who can fix it. You can all go back to your corner of the world, ruling over it whatever way you choose. The important thing is nobody else gets sick or gets hurt.
Oh, you're talking about when he kind of scratches the thing, you can kind of break the skin. It's fine. I'm not worried about this.
I'd be worried about that. Jesus, man.
You know.
What do you mean, you know? It looks like you're growing another U on your neck.
He kind of looks at the other guy who he's a little scared of.
Uh-huh.
My eyes are black now. It's probably gonna slow down.
Well, he leans into you and he says,
Yeah, I look back at him
Let's-
as if, one, I'm genuinely worried, but also I'm like, yeah, me and you are on the same team. He's weird.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
"Let the fix it."
Right, but problem is that if you have blood that isn't right, it'll get worse. Then why are people still getting sick?
Oh, the mortals,
Well, that's what we're trying to solve. Listen, how about this?
That's what you're concerned.
Well, we have to make sure it doesn't spread. A lot of people like coming to Vegas,
Dante's
Rudy.
taking care of it. That's what he's doing. He's fixing it. He told me.
Right. How is he planning to do it?
I don't know. He's doing something.
Okay, well, how about this?
Some ghost stuff.
Yeah, of course. Classic. But while we're solving this, why don't me and my friend here, oh Jesus, why don't me and my friend here help you walk with your 3 million? We all go see Dante together so we can help him out.
You want me to take you to Dante?
Yeah, just for a chat. I'll express our concerns. If he makes us feel safe and comfortable, we'll leave.
You can tell that prospect makes him visibly scared. I can't take you to him.
Why? What's the
He
problem?
told me not to.
Yeah, but surely.
Nobody's supposed to bug him. I'm only supposed to go there to bring him stuff.
Right, but wouldn't he be a little disappointed or upset if you didn't bring him exactly what he needed to help solve his problem? Plus, that 3 million you have could be held up for weeks, months.
What?
Well, did you not see?
Okay, so make a manipulation plus subterfuge.
Okay, so that's 3.
So you're
7.
you're telling him the money has to be the way.
Do it. You good at this?
I'm good at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one.
So that's a critical. Do you
There's
have
only
another
one.
Okay, so that's just a regular.
Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I want to take you to Dante, but how many did you get total?
5.
You know, you can tell he wants to, but then there's something in him that won't let him do it.
Bond is what my guess is at that.
I just can't. He said nobody's supposed to go. Only.
Sir, go ahead.
You know, that's my whole future.
I understand.
All right, let's go to Kevin.
Oh, you didn't want to see him beat up a tourist? No, we're not.
Is messy critical?
Did you have what would happen?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so how does this go? Your beast makes an amazing steel from this guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I would like run up on the guy, and when I do it, I kind of like kick the case kind of out of his view, and like with my foot. But I'm gonna grab him. I don't want to grab him by his fucking collar, and I look at him. I go, I don't like your fucking face. And if you're fucking still sitting here in 10 minutes, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fucking make your insides your fucking outsides. You fucking hear me, you piece of shit? And then I just kind of like shove him. And then
He steps away from you. You know, he's just a regular looking dude. And he's like, Deborah, I think my wife knows. We gotta get out of here. And he scrapes up the little bit and he runs, forgetting about his suitcase.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
And you see a woman run with him.
I think I just like kind of like adjust my tie. I picked the briefcase up.
That briefcase is full of dildos and lube.
Don't open it in the room.
I don't think I had a plan to, but
What is your
I grab
defense?
this suitcase and then I keep walking towards the
All right.
office.
Kevin.
I love that they're like worried about me and that.
They
table.
didn't see
Yeah,
that.
that table. Mine's quick. I just wanted to call my allies, my hacker group that I'm allied with, and see if they want access to Caesars for if we need cameras or anything like that, like just technology wise. I don't know what that would. I don't know if it's even possible.
What's the rating you have on that contact?
2. I mean, it's only.
Okay. So they have 2 effectiveness in what they do. You talk to your contact as you see the situation in there getting heated. You're sitting on your phone talking to them.
I just felt like if I can give them any kind of access, like if they could talk me through it, or just be like, yeah, open this port, and then boom, they're in.
Okay.
That way we
so
have
what
eyes
we'll
the whole
do is
casino.
I will give you another roll on the computer if you want to.
Sure.
Um,
Unless they want to roll, because they probably have a way higher.
well, I'm just going to give you a bonus to your roll of 2 dice because they're going to talk you through it. So they're going, okay. Take the thumb drive we gave you, insert it in the machine, and we will be able to help you access the system.
And I will say that just for who I am and what my background and me and my sire are about, I would have planned that if I have access to a casino or anything like that, I would have been ready for it. So I probably would have had a USB or something from them. So do I roll my just
so let's
tech?
do technology and intelligence and give you a bonus of 2 dice.
Okay, so I have
Do you
3
want
just
to-
from that.
Do you want to blood surge to add 2 more to your intelligence?
Hell yeah.
Okay, you just have to make a rouse check.
So that's just
1 dice.
1 dice,
Pass fail.
and it's high is good.
Yep.
7.
Okay, you do not get hungrier, but you get to add 2 more dice
Great.
because
So I have
you enhance your intelligence with
hunger of 1. I have 2 intelligence, 1 tech, and then 2 more dice.
Yes,
So 5 total.
And then another 2?
another 2.
And then another 2 for my contact.
Yeah, they're helping you.
Dice all over.
Nice.
Okay. And then above, what is a pass?
6 and above.
So I got a 10 on a non. 5, 9, 5, 6, 6. So I have 6 successes. 1's a 10.
What did you want to do?
I want to have full access to Caesar's line of casinos.
It happened.
At least this casino, if not all the other ones that they.
Everyone just starts winning.
I wanna have eyes in Vegas.
You have access to this casino.
I want to have
this one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to have eyes inside and outside of this place for our current needs and my future needs.
You have it,
Great.
at least for now.
Great. And then I see if they can patch it to my phone, that I can just like look up cameras or something.
Okay. With that many successes, yeah.
I figured. I figured. Cool.
And they're like, just make sure you send us the regular deposit and we're good to go.
I hang up. They expect it.
They'll bill you. Okay, so who wants to go next?
Yes. Can I? I'm gonna take a moment, and because remembering that we might have to trick him, I sort of stand up and say, "We're not safe here." And I sort of look at you, and I say, "We're not safe here. We should. Hoodie, do you have anywhere safe we can go?"
Sure, I have places that'd be safe for me. Just across the freaking street.
Well, couldn't you take us with you?
I could take you to the Venetian, but I'm not going to take you to Rudy. He'd kill me.
To Rudy?
Dante.
Sorry, Dante.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine for now. I'm gonna be very honest with you, Rudy. There is a spirit among us, and it may put us at risk.
Why don't you? Are you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching it. I feel like I hung
when
up
you say
right
that,
now.
everybody can make an insight check.
Oh, jeez.
I don't
not watching.
I don't
Not
need
watching.
to make
No,
it
do
such.
insight plus
No, please. Don't make me roll.
insight plus your wits.
Okay.
It's just
7 on a non-blood dice.
So you got one.
Yeah.
Success?
1 success.
this is my wits. This is my insight. 1, 2, 3.
A lot of dice.
Only 3 successes.
Okay. And do you want to make the roll, or you just gonna do it? Just read his. He has it. Yeah.
Oh, this is for
Oh,
Rudy. I
so
thought
would that be motives?
No.
No,
There's success.
I thought this was them reading me. Okay. What is it? Wits versus what?
wits and insight.
Wits and insight. Okay.
Just to reading.
Come on, Cronenberg.
2 hunger is so much
it's
worse.
2
than
red
one.
dice.
Oh, you're right.
It's so much worse.
Yeah.
Wait till you get 5.
He only gets messy criticals.
All right, 7 and 8.
2 successes.
Nice.
Okay, so
Stuff.
those of you who have 2 or more successes, his reaction when you say there's a ghost among us is not what you would think. It was kind of just like, yeah, okay.
They're helping.
Ooh,
It's a spy network. It's my guess.
bodyguard.
He's like, you can see him.
Yes, I can see them. And they are very angry, Rudy. Very angry at you.
You kind of.
I
You see him. He sticks his hand in his pocket. And he's like, nah, everything's cool. Everything's cool. He's with me.
so go ahead.
No, he can see them.
I'm gonna do something that you guys have seen me do a lot. I almost bless myself because I can't actually do it anymore, but I do most of it just because there's a fucking ghost in a room with us.
I would say
What if you complete it?
recognizing that he knows that the ghost.
The ghost looks at you now.
Yeah, and I say, "What is this? Who are you?" I'm talking to the ghost now.
The ghost looks around. Goes,
We.
anyone who does not have the ability can.
Sure.
What ability?
Well, my name was Dusty Chamberlain.
Why are you,
And everybody goes, don't talk to this guy.
Rudy? Rudy! Shut your mouth.
The ghost kind of clams up and leans against the wall.
Dusty, why are you shackled to this man?
And Rudy can hear everything. He goes, you fucking tell him. You know. You fucking know.
Would I have any given my background and knowledge of spirits and ghosts, would I have any idea of what a threat to a ghost looks like?
So they're bound to this plane usually through an object or a person.
Mm-hmm.
If you have control of that object or person
Mm-hmm.
and you have the will to do it, you can make them do things.
Now we know how
So
he
the
was
question
cheating.
is the ghost tied to him or tied to Dante? It's more like
Or the object in the
Dante.
pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's how he was cheating.
Do I don't know. Can I make a perception check to see if I noticed? Did I notice there's something in his pocket?
I mean, I wasn't.
Yeah, you noticed, you noticed.
Nothing I was thinking.
Okay,
about.
I wasn't either.
I'd walk
Makes you
over
very
to
seriously.
him, and I'd stand above him.
He looks at you scared because you threatened to kill him earlier.
I say,
And he's like, hey,
empty your pockets.
And you said we don't hear the ghost's response.
mate.
Yeah.
Just him.
And he goes, I don't think I have to.
Rudy,
No,
I'm trying to help you, man. Look, I can't stop him. This is why I wanted to just go and talk to Dante.
you don't have to. You don't have to stop me. Or no. Wait. What did he say?
He's like, I don't want to.
No, but he
He
said.
said, I don't have to.
I'm not asking your permission, Rudy. Empty your pockets.
Intimidation, and you can either use charisma or manipulation.
Okay.
Or is there something else you're doing? Do you want to use strength? Are you
No,
trying to use strength? Okay, so just
I'm trying to
personality.
use force of will to be
Don't
like.
do it.
Okay, so charisma and intimidation.
I'm trying to say I am the abyss, Rudy. Don't fuck with me. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then and you said I'm using charisma, and then I can use
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
We just spent 30 minutes to invent good cop, bad cop. It's essentially just what we did.
Yeah. Well, but like
Vampire. Good cut.
I didn't think it was gonna end. I didn't think this is the role I was gonna play in this scene. So, all right.
Bloody critical. Kind of sets the pace.
Wait. Okay. So I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charisma. So I have 2 hunger dice and 3 regular dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, good, not good, good. Okay, so I got I got 110. I got a not. Is that a 6 or a 9? Doesn't matter. It's
Well, they're both successes.
9, 6, 8, and then 1 4.
Okay.
So 4 successes.
He really quickly sets a finger on the table and his wallet. He's like, that's it, man. That's it. All right? All right.
Finger.
There's a ring on the finger, too.
Okay. This time,
It's like a old mummified finger.
Yeah.
I look at,
Let's see that.
I reach down and I pick up the finger.
I'll pick up the wallet.
It's fine.
You see a reaction from the ghost
Yeah.
when you do that. Come on.
I say, do you want that?
Yeah, but I'm gonna need the finger too.
No, I understand. But I'm saying,
It don't belong to me.
This is Rudy talking to you. You were talking
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
ghost, right?
I was talking to the ghost.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
but Rudy's gonna keep talking.
Yeah,
That's the
sorry.
point.
I look at the ghost and I hold the finger up and I say, do you want out?
He says, yes. Yes. Free me. Free me. Doris.
Doris?
He looks at Rudy, and Rudy kind of looks at him side eye. That I miss Doris. Her grave's in town. Could you bury the ring there?
And
And Rudy's looking at him like, I'll tell fucking Dante.
I grab Rudy by the throat and
Okay.
I just hold his throat.
Okay.
I grin.
And just while he's distracted, I'm gonna look for a room key to a hotel across the street in
Yeah.
Rudy's wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull in Rudy's wallet, you find a room key, which is the card, his driver's license, bank card, there's a note in there, and also, some money.
I'll take all of that, but I'll put the wallet back down on the table.
So, I say, you would see this look of sort of pain and anguish come over my face, and you might even see a tear run down my cheek as this.
Blood.
Yeah. Oh, we cry blood. Perfect.
All of our
Love that.
effluvia is blood. yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So you see a blood droplet go down my cheek, and I say, I swear it.
To the ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want from me?
What is happening? What is your role in all this?
I was killed in 1972 in the Sands Hotel. Anthony Spiltro, Tony the Ant, thought I was cheating. He shot me. Dante took my finger with the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I've been his servant since.
Are there more of you that Dante has?
Many more.
Do you serve as spies,
I want to rest.
voices?
We do whatever we have to do, whatever we need to.
Do you know where Dante is?
He's in his haven. We were there earlier. He took this ring so that I could tell him what the cards were.
Hmm. And Dante.
Rudy, who's like,
Yeah.
you fuck. Dante's gonna be pissed. As you still hold his lip.
Yeah. I say, is Dante sick like this man?
Yeah. He has it. That's all I know. Well, most of it.
I say to McDonough, I let go of Rudy's neck. I go,
You
Just-
just let this guy do that? What kind of Well, you're vampire commission, I guess that's what it is.
you know what? We should just call Dante and tell him.
Tell him. I've only heard half the conversation, so I go, tell him.
Rudy here was using this finger and the spirit attached to it to cheat at cards. I'm sure he'll be happy to know that Dante took the finger without his permission.
Rudy, come on. You can't be doing that.
What? I thought it was fucking brilliant.
I mean, it's
3
clever.
fucking mil.
Do you think, Rudy, that Dante is so dumb that he wouldn't send us to look for you?
He sent you.
What do you think we're here?
Okay, so you're gonna need a subterfuge plus manipulation.
Do you get where I'm going with this?
Yeah, you're going to say that Dante was the one who sent us and we're allowed to be there.
I want to let him go, and then we follow him.
Oh, I actually figured we already knew where the haven was, so I was going
You
to...
do know where it is.
Oh.
Yeah,
You do.
because now I have the room key.
Oh, okay.
But we can totally bring him with us regardless, like either way.
Not necessarily the room key to Dante's theory.
Right. This is
So subterfuge.
But we can get in and then go up to the locked off floors. right?
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge and manipulation.
Like, so it's a 1.
Do we know like
Total? Between the two?
Yeah, I have 0 manipulation, and I have 1 manipulation and 0 subterfuge.
He's
Right.
a good liar.
So I know he's a bad liar then.
Yeah.
So as he starts to create this story, I go, Jesus, why'd you have to go and tell him that? Look, Rudy, I was trying to get us on the same page. But look, we have permission.
I saw Dante earlier tonight. He's not.
He's sick,
Oh.
isn't he, Rudy?
He's doing something.
Yeah. We saw him earlier tonight as well.
No,
you
you
know
did.
he's making a lot of new friends, don't you? Which means he needs to make room in his life for those new friends. People who can help him get what he wants. People who have abilities beyond you. So, tell you what.
So, when you finish what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
make a manipulation and subterfuge.
Sure. So tell you what, Rudy. Earlier, I was being nice. I wanted you to have $3 million and a free pass to go bring us back to Dante and confess on your own. Or we just bring the finger, the story of what happened, proof that we've taken care of the situation, and your fucking head.
Do you want to use intimidation instead?
No. I want him to believe me.
Okay.
So manipulation 4,
Sounds like a
subterfuge
I feel like
3.
they're gonna get all the answers they need, and you're gonna pop in. I'm your lawyer.
So 4 and 3, I think 7. I'm going to leave it at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
You seem to have cut into a weakness of him, of his feeling insecure about his position as Dante's.
He's the fuck up.
He's the fuck. Fuck. Dante sent you?
You've been
It
making
wasn't Aurora?
too many mistakes.
Does the name Aurora ring any bells?
I don't think so.
You arrived, John.
I knock on the door.
There's a dog outside.
Madra just stares at you.
I'm holding the finger in my hand, and I say, "Come in."
Just holding a finger in your.
I open the door. I take in the scene, but
He looks at you.
I speak before anyone else does.
Just no.
And I say, Mr. Rudolph.
Rudolph Budneska. Yeah.
Ah,
Who the fuck are you?
I'm your lawyer that
Oh, about
Dante.
time.
Yeah, Dante sent me.
Well, can you tell these guys that I wasn't cheating, I want my money, and I'm just gonna walk out. That's it. There's nothing on the footage. They can check it.
You don't need to make any prevarications or anything. Yeah, he's with us, Rudy. You are walking out, and you're walking out with us.
I throw the briefcase on the
He
table.
looks. He looks at him, who he's scared shitless of. All right. Okay. Fine.
I would know what to do with this finger to get this ghost where he needs to go, right? Or wants to go. So I gotta find this graveyard and bury it with his wife and all that.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now.
No, but is this the type of thing? Will he feel better if I just burn the finger up right now and then bury the ring later?
He seems to only be concerned about the ring, but you'd have to try it or ask him to know.
Got it. Okay, so I would ask him. I'd say, great, you've done your service. I want to put you to rest and put you with your wife, if I can. Tell me what to do.
There's a graveyard in town. Palm Downtown Cemetery. Edna Chamberlain was my wife. She died about 18 years ago. If you would bury it in the soil of her grave, I think I could rest.
Then that's what I shall bury it. You have my word. Within 24 hours.
Rudy goes, Dante would never fucking do that.
Who the fuck are you even talking to?
There's a ghost. There's a ghost.
I slap Rudy across the face.
You slap him and
Oh!
With my rings.
Oh! What are you doing?
Just grinning on in the office.
I'm fairly certain he's a little bit peckish. Rudy, we should probably go quickly, yeah?
All right. Stop fucking hitting me.
Yeah, stop fucking hitting them.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Dusty. Do I need the finger or just the ring?
Just the ring.
Okay. I take the ring off the finger and I take the finger. And
Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching right now. And he's saying,
I just put the finger in the pocket.
Madra can take care of that later if you want.
Yeah.
Chicken bone.
Well, and you sort of see my demeanor change again. The black fades from my eyes. I sort of say, within 24 hours, Dusty, it shall be done. And then I sort of gather myself up and say, great, let us go.
I messaged my little hacker group to wipe us from all cameras when we leave.
wait.
I don't know if we show up on cameras.
You go to message them. There is an invoice, and they say, "Sure thing, boss."
I'd look through the one-way mirror, assuming he's on the other side, assuming Chandler's on the other side, and I mouth, "Get that footage."
You gonna get the footage of the game? You can
Yes.
put that on the
Oh,
thumb drive.
yes.
You can put that on the thumb drive.
Yes, I'll get the footage of the game that was queued up for us.
Yeah.
And then I'll make sure that my little hacker group wipes like me and all my associates from all cameras, not knowing that he assaulted a guy on the floor.
They tell you that they're gonna do it.
Okay, cool. And then I send the invoice to accounting.
All right. So you guys are gonna walk across the street to the Venetian. Is that what you guys are gonna do?
I think so.
Did you get the footage of him being?
Is there anything you want to do before we go, or should we just skip ahead to arriving
It's
at
just-
the Venetian?
It's just a bunch of guys playing cards.
Our exfil plan for leaving is what exactly?
For leaving
Filtration.
this-
What's our exit plan for
this casino.
8 hours from now when the sun comes up?
We text the number.
Right, and it's a helicopter? Like, I mean specifics.
That they'll pick you up in a helicopter? They have before. It kind of
Are
depends
you
on the
cons-
situation.
Are you concerned about where we're going to be geographically in comparison to where we need to be?
I'm worried that it'll be an hour before sunrise and we'll be told we can't come and get you now. It's an hour before sunrise or something like that, and that we need a place to hole up.
Let's check out Rudy's.
Well, I was just going to very quickly
Rent a room?
rent 6 rooms just so that it'll take them a while. Like if someone is watching us and following us. My paranoia is, and I wouldn't even say this necessarily, it's just, you ever get that feeling like you're one day away from retirement, you know? And it's like maybe the last mission kind of a feeling. So I'm going to go rent a fuck ton of rooms. And just so we have a way of getting there. And then I'll say quietly as we're getting ready to cross the street, by the way, lads, if anything does go tits up, there's a bar called Stakeout. It's 24/7. It's on Maryland Parkway. No one will bother us there if we have to go to chat. Just saying.
Stake out.
But to continue the conversation earlier, I just don't think anyone's gonna believe that I'm staying at the Caesar's Palace.
Kind of an ironic name.
It's like the Venetian's fucking better.
What?
Yeah.
You are Italian.
Bellagio. Caesar?
Can you
Italian.
believe they call it the
Caesar.
horseshoe now? Fucking Badleys.
I dialed into
He
the
seems to
cameras
think
at the
that You're
Caesar.
not with them right now, so he's talking to you, especially since you're from. He's from Jersey.
By the way, I got you something, Rudy. I hand him the briefcase.
Don't
open it.
Not the glasses.
open
I
it till
didn't take
later.
the glass.
So you know, for renting rooms, I do have full control of the surveillance and Caesars. If we needed it, it would probably be a good spot.
Right, so don't take a shower or anything, is what you're saying.
It's nothing we haven't seen before.
Right, fair. Take it easy.
All right, so let's call this first episode here,
Okay.
and we'll continue
Venetian.
the next episode at Venetian. Thank you for tuning into Roleplay Grab Bag.
Hit that subscribe, like, and smash it, baby.
Yeah.
And we will continue with chapter 2 very soon.